So open the
Good
session.
morning. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing well and ready for an engaging session. My name is Mohammed Adaba, Advanced Broker, Rqtmi Motion International. And today we are going to be having a repeat of the topic we did some weeks ago, because we did promise you guys that we'll be having a replay because the last session we had was messy. Network was just really interrupting everything. So today we are going to be having a repeat of that same topic. So the time is here. So I will advise everyone here to pay attention and get down their writing materials to jot down some things. And then if you have questions, please, you can ask your questions after this session. And for those who are just joining us now, please kindly mute your mic so that you won't interrupt us when we get started. So without further ado, let's proceed. Coach Salisu, are you ready, please?
Yes, I am.
All right, you can proceed, please. Thank you.
So before I start, you need to know that it is not essential. It's not obligatory. Sorry, not essential. It's not obligatory that you study charts. You have the Excel sheet. If you're on this call, Magic 4, Magic 7, Magic 8. These are tactics you can use to trade on Circle without looking at charts, and you keep making your money minimum 5% in a month. But if you want to understand the chart so that you will maximize the profit you make in a month, that's when you come and say you want to learn a chart. So in our previous classes, we've talked about Bollinger Band, we talked about stochastic RSI, we've talked about the also Fibonacci retracement. These are three indicators that Rqtmi use to pick a trade on one shot. Now, if you have not watched our previous video, go to the YouTube channel, like and subscribe, as well as watch stochastic, Bollinger, and also Fibonacci videos in order to understand how you can use them to trade. But in this lecture, I'm going to show you how you can use the three of them to pick a trade. Because when three are speaking the same language, it makes the signal powerful. So let's go. I will share my screen. Can you all see my Coach Mo? Can you see my screen?
Yes, loud and yes, we can see it. Can proceed. We can.
WRX.
Please make Coach Mo admin co-host.
Yes, thank you. I'm about to do that now. I'm the controller here. Let me do that now.
Okay, so you can also trade without analyzing coin, without analyzing any coin. How do you do that? Just load the recommended. There are 24, 25 coins that we have recommended that are very volatile. And when you pick them, you keep seeing good results. You don't need to say you must study these charts, because I know it's not easy for some people that are just coming into cryptocurrency. You want to start telling them chart. That's why we have different three packages for you. The first package, I repeat, is Circle. You can go to either Magic 6, Magic 4, Magic, if you have the Excel sheet, Magic 7, Magic 8. All these are tactics you can trade on Circle, especially if you have $3,000 for accrue, starting with accrue. You can also use another, after you've got another phone, you can put it on another coin, 3,000, like that. On Circle, you don't need to download TradingView. You don't need to know anything about TradingView. Now, number two kind of people are, I want to still go ahead to download TradingView, but I don't understand the indicators. In fact, I don't want to know anything about indicators. Load all the coins. There are 24, 25 recommended volatile coins that we have. If you don't have it, you can go and get it on the group where you got the link from. Once you see a trade shows -5 and above, wow, that's when you can pick the coin and take your 3%. Like in this case now, you can see none of them have shown -5. You can wait for them to dip -5 before you pick and enjoy your 3%. Keep going like that. Once it sells, you remain patient and wait for the coin to show -5. What I mean is, I'm referring to this. Is what I'm referring to. I am referring to this chart percent. How do you go there? You just go straight to these two arrows at the top. The two arrows at the top here. Tap on them. When you tap on it, it shows you this page. Then you tap on sort by change percentage. Once you tap on the sort by change percentage, you can see it will arrange according to the ones that are doing well. You go back and tap on that same icon, tap on the change to arrange it according to the ones that are not doing well. So wait for the most deep coin, you wait for it and pick. If it shows -5, I'm referring to this chart percentage. Once you show -5, you pick your 3% using magic 3, or this one shot, magic 3 or magic 1 or magic 5. Either of the three, use them and trade depending on your capital. That's it. That's if you don't want to know the indicator. But if you choose to understand, you want to master the indicators, go and watch the 3 videos on Bollinger Band, stochastic RSI, and Auto Fibonacci. Now, this is the first one that will show you how you are going to use the 3 of them to pick a trade. Now, let's go. I will go straight to WRX. I want to analyze. Now, the advantage of knowing how to use the indicator is because of the fact that sometimes when you come and check the coins, you find out that none of them are showing that -1 and you still want to trade. That's when you say, okay, I want to analyze the coin and say, okay, is he a good M3? Now, this is WRX on 4 hour. The first condition of picking a trade, don't mind this, my green line. Let me remove it. If you want to use stochastic RSI, the first condition, I want to trade on the 4 hour. We trade 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, 1 week, depending on you. 1 day, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, and 1 week. Now, I want to trade on the 4 hour. I will look, where are the buyers? Where is the stochastic RSI? You can see the stochastic RSI has what? Has 4 lines. We have the red line, you have the orange line, you have the green line, and we also have this blue line, right? Now, this red line is what? Sellers. Once you see the blue line that moves like a snake goes to the red line, it means that whatever exchange you are using, the sellers will soon start to sell those that are holding the coin will soon start to sell the coin. So it's good for you to stay away from it. But once you see it here, it means it's in between buyers and sellers. It means 50% buyers, 50% sellers. But once you see it here, it means that what? Buyers will soon come into the market and start buying the coin. So we enter the trade when we see the blue line, this blue line that moves like a snake. When you see it on the what? On the green line, which means buy. Now, once you see 3 conditions of using stochastic RSI, depending on the videos on our previous lecture, is we need the stochastic blue line to touch the green line. That is 1. Or pointing up, or this between 0 and 20. You can see this is the stochastic RSI telling us that it is at 4.24. We need it to be at what? Between 0 and 20. And you can see 4.24 is between 0 and 20. That's it. 4.24 is between 0 and 20. That's 20%. So now, and we need the stochastic RSI to be at the buy region. When I say buy region or buy zone, I'm referring to it has touched the green line or pointing up, as long as it's between the range of 0 and 20. So the 3 of the condition, 2 among the 3 conditions have been met. That is to say, it has touched the green line and it's between 0 and 20, right? Now, even if it's not pointing up, which is the third, it's fine. We just need 1 of the 3. But if you get 2 of the 3, fine. If you get 3 of the 3, it's fine. 3 over 3. Now we have what? 2 over 3. That's one condition. Now, the second condition on the second thing we look at is what? The auto fib retracement. This line that you're seeing here, if you have watched our previous video on auto fib, I'll just summarize it. Now, when you see 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, it's uptrend, means the coin is going up. It's going to go up. That's a prediction. When I say going up, means that the price will go up. The price will rise. Now, how do you measure your take profit? I will just go to I will measure, since it's an uptrend, where it's going to hit is what? 23.6. If you are going to our previous video, I'm referring to where you measure your take profit is 23.6. That's the major resistance. Once it can break that line and the candle closes above, don't mind when you say candle. Some of them, of course, we don't want to. After all these indicators, will go and delve into science of candles. Yeah, you get to understand a lot of things about candles. The topic is bulky, but we are trying to see how we can use these indicators to make our work easy. So if you see it at the top, 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, that's an uptrend. Coach Mo, can you see here? Can you hear me? Are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, so you see 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, that's an uptrend. Now, there are 3 trends or 3 patterns of candles, either sideways, uptrend, or downtrend. Now, once you see 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, the indicator will help you to interpret the candles that it is an uptrend. Now, where do you measure to? You see the 23.6% line? That's where you measure to, right? Another resistance is the Bollinger Band red line, this line here. That's another resistance. Those are the 2 major resistance. But how do we measure our take profit? Since you could see that, of course, most of the time we measure to the orange line. Why? Because it's a resistance. As you can see now, the coin candle is going down. Now, what do we do? Before I measure my take profit, I will go and check on the longer time frame. That is 1 day. If it is 4 hours, I'll go and confirm in 1 day. If it is 1 hour, I'm trading, I'll confirm in 4 hours. If it is 4 hours, I'm trading, I'll confirm in 1 day. Although you can also use 1 hour to confirm on 1 day, or use 4 hours to confirm on 1 week, depending on your patience, level of patience. Now, I'll just go on my 1 day. Where is the stochastic? I'm interested in where is the stochastic on the 1 day, on the longer time frame. You can see on the longer, I need the stochastic to be in between 50 and 0, even if it is pointing down, no problem. I just need it to be between 50 and 0. And as you can see right now, you could see that it's between what? 50, which is 47. 47 is between 50 and 0, and it's pointing down, no problem. It's going down to the buy zone. That's fine. That's what I want. So if I've gotten that, I'm good to go. Then I'll come back to my 4 hour and now what? Take my price range and measure. I'll measure. You see, this is my first resistance. I can measure to this place. This blue line here, this blue line, I'm referring to this. Measure it and stop there. 3.2 or 3%, and I'm out. Remember, this one shot, I'm using magic 1, magic 3, or magic 5. That's it, and I'm good to go. I don't need to say I must have to reach here. It depends on your patience, because not everybody have that patience. You see, they want to wait and take 6.4%. This is sniping. I want to just take my percent and get out of the market. So what do I mean? I can just stop here before this blue line. This is what I'm referring to. Yeah, this blue line here. That's all. I'm good to go. 3.7%. I'll now go and relax and wait for it to sell. Once I've done this, I have done my job. Next thing to do is to allow the robot to do it and remain patient and wait. That's it. This is how you take your profit. This is what? This is WRS. I will show you guys 3 examples. If you're still following me, please drop a yes on the chat box. Drop a yes on the chat box. If you're still following, me, drop a yes. We are 100 on this call. Let me see if I can get 10%. I know it's not easy. These are things that are new for those that are just coming into cryptocurrency. Do not mind you. Just keep attending the meeting. Keep attending. You will definitely come to understand it with time, right? I've just shown you 3 ways. If you don't want to study the car, you don't want to know anything about indicator, I've just shown you how you can just keep trading and take your 3%. And if you still don't want to download TradingView, I'm just saying this repeating this for the benefits of those that are just coming in. There are 3 classes of people. Some people, I'm too busy. I don't have the time. In fact, I don't want to know anything about chart. In fact, to hell with TradingView. Those kind of people, what fits them is what? Circle trading. Circle. Ask them minimum capital you can use is 1,515 for Magic 4. Up upward. If you have $3,000, wow, jump into accrue and use your magic 6 or magic 4. Magic 4, 6, 7, 8. All of them works for accrue. Simple. Put it on circle and allow the person to keep enjoying his money. Minimum 5% in a month. Right? But if the person says, no, I still want to make more profits, that's fine. Just give him what? Show him, make it simple. Don't go and be showing him these indicators. Make it simple. Let him trade when it coins deep. I will share that you should get the Rqtmi recommended volatile coin, which are 24 or 25 in number. Anytime they dip my -5, you enter and take your 3%. That way, using magic 1, 3, or 5, keep going like that. If you insist to want to, the third people, the third part and people or class of people are those that still want to what that go inquisitive that they want to learn. If you want to learn, this is for you. That's fine. Now, thank you very much. I could see the yes. Wow, I'm impressed. So let's go on. I'll go and pick the second example. The second example, as you can see, the coin is even picking. Pick this coin and it's still going to give you the percent. So that's it. I will go and pick the second example and show you guys. I will go to, let me pick, I think it's YFI. I want to trade YFI on the longer time frame, 1 day. Sorry, I think it's loading. Now, I want to trade YFI on the 1 day. We know when you are trading on the 1 day, you're enjoying, the take profit is big. But also you need serious patience. Now, I want to trade YFI on the 1 day. You will see the YFI on the 1 day, the stochastic, where is it? You will see that it's touching the buy zone, which is the green horizontal line. As you can see here, you see it. That's one condition. The second one is what? Is between 0 and 20, which is the 12.88 between 0 and 20. Even though it's not punching up, no problem. That's 2/3. 3 conditions, 2 have been met on the stochastic, good to go. Then I now go to the auto Fibonacci. This is what? This is a downtrend. Why? Some people will say, okay, the indicator auto Fibonacci helps you to interpret the trend of the candle. Is it downtrend or uptrend or sideways? It helps you to interpret. So now you see 100 at the bottom, at the top, 100 at the 0 at the bottom. That's what? That is downtrend. A downtrend. And if it's a downtrend, what do we say we measure to? You measure, if you have watched our previous video, you measure to, you're going to measure to 38.2%, right? But however, the candle has the power to go to this place, especially if it closes above the 61.8%. It will, if the candle closes between above the 61.8%, it will go up to the 100% line. But this is a downtrend. We want to get out on the sniping. We don't want to waste time in the market. I'll just tap on this, 38.2%. And you can see, we say that that's it. Down. Since Bollinger Band, what do we say? Bollinger Band, there are 3 ways we use Bollinger Band. Is Bollinger Band break, whereas what is called Bollinger Band break, when the candle closes outside the Bollinger Band line. As you can see here, if it closes, it has the ability, the candles will also go and close outside the other Bollinger Band. But before it does that, it can be moving within the Bollinger Band line before it goes and close. So that's it. This is what is called Bollinger Band break. You need a candle to close outside, which it has done. Even though you have series of candles, you could see it, but it is yet to go and close outside the Bollinger Band above the 20 EMA. If you don't, for information, this red line that you're seeing here is 20 EMA moving average. Is making use of the 20 moving average of what? The 20 candles previously to form another, to move from one point to another. So now you see this has closes outside. This is what called Bollinger Band break, right? And even if you have series of candle, no problem. Because of the fact that there is no other candle that has gone to close, fine. I'm using now the Bollinger Band. Now the other one I just previous example I just show you guys. I didn't use the Bollinger Band. Now, since I have confirmed that, and you can see it's moving, it's yet to go and close outside the other line of the Bollinger Band. That's fine. So now what do I do? I've already confirmed all this. So I'll just go on the 1 week and confirm where is the stochastic. Where is the stochastic? I need the stochastic to be between 50 and 0. Even though it's pointing down, as you can see, it's 4 is between 50 and 0. That's fine. I'm good to go. I'll just come to 1 day. I'll come to 1 day, measure my take profit. I can measure my take profit from here to this place and I'm out. I'm out. 3.8% and I'm out. However, don't forget, I say because of the fact that the Bollinger Band line has, a candle has closed outside the Bollinger Band, it has the ability to go and close above, outside this orange, this Bollinger Band at the, above the 20 EMA. This is another resistance. But what do? We want to just get out quickly, take our take profit and get out. Why are we using Magic 3? Because Magic 3, once it picks the first call, 25% of your capital is already on the coin. Magic 5, once it picks the 1, 2, 3, 4, up to the fourth margin call, 50% of the capital is already there. So you don't need to worry yourself that you're taking big percent. 3.8% or 50% of the capital or in Magic 5, that's fine. Same thing with what? Magic 3, 25% is already on the coin. If you take 3.8, that's fine. The Magic 1, you could see that it has the power to quickly move down to the 15th margin call because of the percentage call drop is 0.2, 0.5, 0.2, 0.5, 0.2, 0.5. That's it. So you don't need to waste it. I want to take big percentage. It all depends on you. If you have the patience, you understand what you can do, it's fine. That's it. So this is the second example. With second example, before I go to the last example, please, if you're still following, you can see I make sure the 3 indicators speak the same language. Exactly as example, although the previous ones I didn't use Bollinger. I didn't use Bollinger, but you could see that the 3 now speak the same language before I pick a trade. Now, I think I'll just finish up then wait for question. So going, let's go to Alpine. Alpine. This is Alpine. Let's go to Alpine on 4 hour. See Alpine on 4 hour. This is Alpine on 4 hour. Now, what do we say? Bollinger Band break. You just go and look at, is there a candle that closes outside the Bollinger Band? You could see that these are candles that have closed outside. More majority part of the body, especially you can see this one. Now, if there is a candle that has closed outside, majority of it has closed outside, the next thing that will happen is, even if you see series of candles, is fine. In between within the Bollinger Band is fine. A candle will go and close outside the Bollinger Band above. This is 2 standard deviation above the 20 EMA. This is 2 standard deviation below the 20 EMA. So once you get a candle that closes outside this 2 standard deviation below the 20 EMA, there will definitely be another candle that will close above the 2 standard deviation above the 20 EMA. So if you have understood that, as you can see, you have candles that have closed, right? Now, although some candles went up and then came down, that's fine. That's fine. No problem. That's fine. Now, you know that, yeah, okay, since that's how the candle moves, you know that definitely candle will come and close above this line here. So what do we do? That is the Bollinger Band telling you which is Bollinger Band break if you've watched our video on Bollinger Band. Now, it's telling you that there is a likelihood that these candles will go and touch this 2 standard deviation above the 20 EMA. So what do? You can pick your price range. You know that you could use this as a resistance. That's one. You can use this as a second resistance because it's a downtrend with the Fibonacci. This is a downtrend. Why? Downtrend is saying that your 0 is at the bottom, 100 at the top, 0 at the bottom, 100 at the top, right? Now that's downtrend. Now, we say if it's a downtrend, you measure to 38.2. That does not mean that it's not going to come to the, we just want to get out, quickly take our profit and get out. But if you're the kind of person that is strong, you understand, you have that patience, perseverance, you can remain and we take your profit to this place. And once a candle close above the 61.8, it is definitely good to 100. If you watch our video, that's what we say. But in this case, we just want to take profit and get out. Now, what do we do? You could see the resistance outline I've drew. Now, you have understood that this, if you look at this stochastic RSI, you see that it's between 0 and 20, and it's touching the what? The green line, which is the buy zone. Although it's not pointing up 2/3, you've gotten two conditions have been met. The third one, no problem. So even if it's not pointing up. Now, what do you do before you take profit? Go to the longer time frame, which is a 1 day. If you go to the 1 day, you can see that what we need the stochastic to be between 50 and 0. And stochastic is what? Between 50 and 0, you could see that is what? 13. And it's touching the buy zone. All right, it's touching the buy, no problem. Even if it's pointing down, we just need to be between 50 and 0. As you can see, it is on the 1 day. Then I'll just go to my 4 hour, measure my take profit. Take profit, I pick my price range, measure. I pick my price range and measure from the current price. This is the current price and measure to what? I would have used this 20 EMA as resistance if the candle is far away from the 20 EMA, but because it's very close, I will use this as what? My resistance 1.83%, and I'm out. Right? I'm out. 1.83 and I'm out. But the question now is 1.83 of what? If you're using Magic 3, if it picks the first score, 1.83% of 25%. If you're using Magic 4, if it buys first call to fourth call, it's going to be 1.8% or 50% of your capital. If you're using Magic 1, you quickly buy and go to the 15 Magic call because it's 0.2, 0.5, 0.2, 0.5. So once it gets here, majority part of your capital is already on the coin. So it's 1.8% of it and you're out. That's it. All right. That's how you do this. It's very, very, very simple. But the question now is, if this is your first time, you don't just keep watching the videos and keep attending our Zoom call. Keep attending our Zoom call and keep asking questions, especially Saturday where you have question and answer session. So I'm open for question. You can drop your question on the chat box. We've come to the end of this class. We want this class to end 10 p.m. You can type your question on the chat box, or you put up your digital hand for Coach Mo to unmute you in order for you to ask your question. Like I say, there are 3 ways of using the Bollinger Band. Either use it as support and resistance if you have watched our previous video, or use it as what? Bollinger Band break, right? And which I just show you guys. You just need to identify how to use, where you can enter using Bollinger Band, then combine with the Fibonacci as well as the stochastic RSI, then go to the longer time frame, and you're good to go. So I'm open for question. Somebody is typing Acro. Acro will be the last thing. I will analyze Acro and show you guys what it can do. That will be the last on this call. Coach Mo, you can unmute them one after the other for them to ask their question.
I can see about 3 people raising up their hands. Okay, Mail Boat, if you can hear me loud and clear, please, you can speak up. Are you there, Mail Boat?
Yes, I'm there. Good evening, sir.
All right,
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, so that the WRS on the 4 hours that you analyze, there's a law that says that so long as the candle that formed before it does not touch the middle Bollinger Band, but he did not talk about that one. I want to know why. On that 4 hours for WRS. On the WRS, the coin you analyze, WRS on the 4 hours chart, the candle that formed before the present candle on 4 hours is touching the middle Bollinger Band.
Can you see my screen?
Is this? Hello?
Coach Mo, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
So he's saying that, what are you saying? I'm listening. Repeat what you said.
Okay, I say on the 4 hours chart for the WRS now, the red candle that formed, it touched the middle Bollinger Band. That's the EMA 20. EMA 20. But
I'm listening.
normally, the law says that so long as the candle that formed before the present green one does not touch the middle Bollinger Band. So I want to know how valid is this signal. That's all.
There are 10 ways of using Bollinger Band. We know that. 10 ways of using Bollinger Band. But we decided to make it very simple. Make it in a way that at least 90% of people that will listen to it will be able to use it. So whatever law you, maybe where you have read it, that's fine. You're not criticizing it. You can use this middle 20 EMA as support, and you can use it as resistance. You can use it as support if it's an uptrend, and you can use it as resistance if it's a downtrend. What am I saying? Now, this candle that is an uptrend, this is a trend that is an uptrend. Why? Because of the fact that you have 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom, depending on where the 0 and 100 is. Now, if you look at this, it's coming down to retrace 50% before it continues the upward journey. It has hit this 20 EMA. Once it hit it, that is support. This 20 EMA can prevent it to go further down. Right? Now, where you got the law from, that's fine. Use it if it's working for you, but for the purpose and benefit of majority of people that will listen to this call, we are trying to make sure we don't even, if I say I want to break it down from 1 to 10 ways of using the Bollinger Band, majority of these people on this call might get confused. So what I just show you now, use it. If it doesn't work, come back to this call and say it's not working. I bet you can't say it's not working. Except if you are not using the settings. That setting you see on the Excel sheet works with this style of picking coin. You can go and use that setting for another style of picking coin. Every team have their style of picking coin. So stick to the setting and stick to the way of picking the coin. You will definitely keep smiling. We have no doubt about it. So I hope I have done justice to your question. Coach Mo.
Yes, thank you. It's okay.
All right,
It's
yeah,
okay.
you're
Thank you.
welcome. I can see another person raising up his hand. X, if you can hear me loud and clear, you can speak up, please.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, well done. This is an excellent presentation, and the tutorial is very helpful. So, but I got lost along the line because I find it difficult to get which point are you pointing at and what you click. Because while you are sharing the screen, if you make any selection, it doesn't show where you click.
That means you need to watch our video on how to set up the indicators in order to know how to play
I
around
have,
with the
yeah, I have set up
icons.
I have set up the indicators by
No, you see,
following the material you give.
I think you are one of those that I think you're one of those that when I was having a Zoom session on Monday, you were there. Your voice looks like that guy. Are you the one?
Yeah, I'm the one who was talking about forex and talking about technical and fundamentals.
Okay, we'll meet. Don't worry, we'll meet again. If
No
it's about
problem.
that, it's not for this call here. We'll meet again. I'll show you how
Okay,
you
I
can
will
do
go
that.
through the. Okay, no problem. I'm fine. I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Next question.
Okay.
You need to ask
I think
question. You need to ask question. If you don't ask question, you can't learn. We here on this Zoom call, we took, I think, Coach Mo, we're 3 years old, right?
yes, please.
we experienced a lot of challenges, floating laws here and there, until we got it right and say, oh, enough is enough. We can solve this. A lot of the people left Royalty because they don't understand what it is. But today, I bet you anybody that understands Royalty for life, you cannot leave it. She can't even do any other business than Royalty. So you need to ask questions, drop it on the chat box. If you are shy to ask questions, if you are shy to unmute yourself, drop it on the chat box. I will go back to the chat box and answer your question.
Hello.
And most important point is you need to work with your upline and mentor. If your upline is not available, go get a mentor. Go tap on home, tap on mentor, go and search for mentor. Look for a mentor that will hold your hands and show you the power of Royal Q. You can't learn this on your own. So I'm listening.
We are excited and happy to have you teaching us. Sir.
Hello, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah, King Alabi.
Sir.
Please,
Good evening, sir.
One at a time, please, so that we won't get it crowded.
Okay. Can I ask the question,
You can proceed. You can proceed. Yes, go on.
Okay, thank you, sir. I just want to find out when we said a coin make a profit of 300%. Are we referring to chance of profit or the first call to 4%? Or is it the addition of all those profits that make 300%? Just explanation, sir.
I will explain when I come to analyze Accru at the end of this lecture.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Some of us on this call, if you think Accru will not hit, we will show you with time. We will prove it to you with time on the group. All right. So next person.
I think let's take the last question on the for those who are raising up their digital hands, then we move back to the chat box. Okay, so I can see Mr. Sheon raising up his hand. You can speak up, please.
Okay, thank you. Good evening. I really appreciate the trainer. Okay, my question is just very short. I want to learn how you add number to the stochastic RSI. I just want to learn how you were able to do that.
What number?
The 7.7 I'm seeing here. That's all I want just to know.
7.7.
Yes, on your stock RSI, those numbers that is showing.
No. Watch the video on how to set up stochastic RSI. Go to the YouTube channel. Get the video on stochastic RSI. Watch it and know how to set it up.
How to set up stochastic RSI. Okay, thank you.
Coach Mo, is that all?
No, not all yet. I can still see about four to 3 people raising up their hands. Do we take them now, or we should move to the chat box?
I want to finish with those that are putting up the answer. I will just go to the chat.
All right, Engineer Victor, you can speak up.
Good evening, Coach Mo. Good evening, Coach Salisu. Good evening, everybody on this call. Am I being heard?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm very happy and delighted to be part of this team. I have some questions, but I want to say something. Initially, when I joined this group, that was a few days ago, I've been in touch because Coach Mo is my upline and Coach Mo is also a mentor. I had fears before because I trade Forex, I also trade sport, but manually. I had fears in terms of downtrend, assuming I have, for example, 10 margin calls and the market has gone down from the first to the 9th call, the 10th call. I was thinking after that, even if you have a balance in your Binance, maybe it's going to be a negative or whatsoever. But at the end of the whole day, I saw that the whole thing we have bought and we are still waiting. Even when it bought the last and it was still going down, there was no issue. I calculated based on the equity, the trade in, the floating loss. I discovered that this robot is superb. I must commend you guys for the settings. I kept on asking Coach Mo, how did this setting come about? I've finished watching all your videos. I've done all the calculations, all the analysis. I must commend you guys on the knowledge behind this because it's not easy. It's just not, it's an extraordinary stuff. It's not just anybody coming out to put up formulas. I commend you guys. Secondly, I have a questions. Number one question is one, you talked about the issue of, for example, picking trades, which I've also been following up through your videos, and also today is much more clearer to me. My question goes like this: if I have like 3% or 2.5 or 3% after analysis, now the 3% is it for the entirety of the trade, or the 3% is for the 25% first to fourth margin call? That's number one question.
Okay, should
Hello?
I respond before the second question?
Okay, yeah, response, sir.
Now, when you are using Magic 3, for instance, if it picks the 3%, remember, you can take 5%, you can take 7%, but I don't want to be showing that 7. It all depends on you. So if you're taking 3%, now that 3% is for when the coin picks, when you anything between first call and fourth call. That is where the 3% works. But anything between fifth call upward, that is why you have distributed take profit allocation. If you go there, you see we usually say 1.8, 1.8, 1.8. So it means the take profit for fifth call, you can change it. Take profit for sixth call, you can change it. Take profit for seventh call, you can change it if you are using Magic 3, 7 margin calls. I can decide to say, okay, my fifth call on my Magic 3 should be 3% or 7% or 8%, but we decide to stick to the rule 1.8, 1.8, between first anything that happened between first call and fourth call. For example, the robot picks first call. If you're using Magic 3, once it picks the first call, 25% of your capital is already on the coin. If you pick the second call, it will load more USDT on the coin. If you pick the third call, it will load more USDT on the coin. So it will give you 3% of the whole USDT from the first call to the third call, even if it does not pick the fourth. If you pick the fourth call, for instance, another example, 1 to 4, it will give you 3% of the total USDT from the first call to the fourth call. But once it picks the fifth call, it's going to give you 1.8% if you are using 1.8% on the fifth call using distributed take profit allocation. It's not going to give you 3%. The 3% is for the first call and fourth call.
Okay. And also Magic 3 is covers for 25% deep. I remember.
Yes, and anytime you are using any magic that is less than 100% deep, just put it at the back of your mind that once it finishes buying the margin calls, if you have more fun, use it to open more margin calls. If you don't have, remain patient, it will definitely recover. And the best magic to use in order to use it to open more margin call is Magic 2, which covers for 60% deep, and minimum capital is $525.
Okay, sir. Then
Anybody
thank you,
that
sir.
is coming to your team, anybody that is coming to this business and he cannot afford 100% deep, any magic he's using, whether it's Magic 1 or whether it's Magic 2 or whether it's Magic 6, as long as it's not 100% deep, let him or her know that if it has finished buying the margin calls, he will have to open more margin calls, or he remain patient and wait for it to recover for it to sell.
Okay, good. Thanks, Coach.
So that the person will not say, "You did not tell me. You should have told me this." If you have told the person once it happened, he will not have any talk with you.
Okay, but even if the person does not open more margin call, does it have any effect?
It doesn't have any effect. You will remain patient for the coin to recover and he keep making his money.
Okay, sir. Then thirdly, on this magic, from Magic 1 to Magic 8, does it have specific coins you trade, or you can use it for any coins at all, based on the 25 listed coins?
You can use it for any coin, but we recommend 25. Those 25 coins, they are more volatile. That's why we're saying you should pick them. But any coin you like, load it and use it to trade.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, Coach. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right. If you can hear me, Kim, 2912, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, sir. Good evening to you all.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah. I'm new in this group, this is the first time I'm attending.
Wow.
I began this business like in two months time.
Wow, wow, wow. We're lucky to have you.
In Tanzania.
Wow, wow, wow. Coach Mo, you're Tanzanian guy.
That's my people. You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
At first, I began with comp, coin called comp, and I invested like $360. But for the very first time, I've never even gained from it. I mean, a total what is it called? Gross loss. What is it? I'm in a loss.
Floating loss.
Floating loss. So yeah, exactly. Floating loss. I entered in I invested in Acro, and I invested like $1,060. I put it in a cycle, but unfortunately, I had not known of these magics you're talking about, magic 1 to 8. I just used there's a settings one of my uplines gave me. So after trading for cycle for like 3 weeks, like 2 weeks, I was gaining like $15, $2, $8 accumulatively. By the end of the day, it went in a floating loss, and I've never recovered from it. So my question is, okay, and there is a setting that I messed up with unknowingly in that part of strategy. Instead of putting, I learned yesterday through your videos that if the trader has already made the fourth call or fifth, you cannot change the magic. And after checking on my magic, it was already in the first one, the whole warehouse, not in the sub-bin real settlement. So my question is, what can I do if I happen to open more margin calls? Or can I in any case change that settings for the magic settings to be from whole warehouse to sub-bin real settlement? Is it possible?
There are two questions you asked. The first one is, you are trading com and it has finished buying the margin calls, and for a long time now you're not using our settings. Now what you can do for that com is, if it's on sub-bin real-time settlement, if you are sure it's on sub-bin real-time settlement, just go and use magic. Go and use magic 2, minimum $525, use it to open more margin calls, and you keep enjoying money, minting money till
it means there's a way. Okay, the settings was not based on, I don't think it was based on these magics.
Even if it's not based on this magic,
there's a way I can twist it. There's a way I can twist the settings now to.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There's a way you can do it, but how many margin calls are you using now? How many margin calls did you use on the coin?
7.
So you can decide to open 50 margin calls using magic 2, minimum 525. Everything will become 57 margin calls. Minimum 525. It will keep minting money for you.
Okay.
Depending if you want to put it on one shot so that it will completely sell off, you put it on one shot, open more margin calls, it keep minting money for you. Depending when it will sell off completely. When it sell off completely, you can now use the money to adjust to the settings that you want to use. That is for the answer to the first question. The second question, where you see it was on warehouse mode, there's nothing you can do about that trade except you wait patiently for it to sell. Now, another thing you can do, which is, I will call it the hash way. When I say hash way, meaning that you can go and do manual replenishment, but you need to look at the chart and know what the coin can do. For example, if you are floating loss of 30% and you go and check the chart on one day and you see that it can do 40%, you can decide to say, okay, you go and do manual impediment to reduce the percentage floating loss. Then you now go and wait for it to do the 40% and you're out. But that is for someone that knows how to look at the chart very, very well. Because if you don't know look at the chart very well, you might end up going to floating loss more further. So which is why I always recommend that anybody that is on this kind of issue, leave that coin, go and use your money to go and trade another coin. Because some people don't know how to do it.
Okay, for the sake of clarity, for this comp coin, it means if I increase my capital from 360 to 525, I can open more margin calls and accounts.
Yes, you are bringing more fresh money, 525. You will keep making money. Come to this call and do it from now to next week. Next week, you can meet us and come and tell us, testify, give us testimony.
Okay. So I had wanted to maybe, I thought there is a way I can reset this acro, because I've seen
No,
it is.
there's no way you can reset because you have finished buying the margin calls. You just have to wait for it to sell. But while you are waiting, your best is to open more margin call. If you have $525, use it to open more margin call, and it will keep making money for you every time. It will keep making money for you.
And I have some more capital. It is better that I open another. I begin with another trade with another coin.
Don't go to that trade that's already on warehouse mode.
Okay, I mean, what I mean is that I start another trade with another coin, maybe.
If you have another money and you don't want to come into Accom, you don't want to touch the other trade that is on warehouse mode, just go and start and trade another coin, especially Acro. You can start with Acro, then any other coin that we recommend as volatile coin among the list of volatile coin we sent to the group.
Okay, my question: Can I begin with Acro in a new state? I leave that one that I had already set, then I open another Acro. Is it possible?
Yes, you can use another money to trade Acro, but make sure this time around, if you're trading Acro, it's better off. I used to say that it's better off if you have the fund, use Magic 4 for 100% deep. Anyone that is 100 Magic 4, Magic 7, Magic 8 is 100% deep. You can decide to use $3,000 on them and on Acro, and you keep making your money.
And the minimum, minimum
for $1,515 for Sako. Minimum is $1,515. But one of the best is $1,515. If you want to do Sako.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah,
now I can reopen Acro with different settings.
Yes.
With a minimum of $1,515.
Yes. Magic 4.
Magic 4. And this exchange,
Pochmo, can you hear me?
I think we lost him. We lost him. He's not talking anymore. Are you still there?
Please I'm still there. Let's make it snappy. Time is gone.
Kim, can you still hear us?
Yeah.
All right, you can. Yeah, you're saying something. You can round up, please. Yeah, you're saying something.
Yeah. Okay.
You were saying something. Or is it clear? Is it clear? Do you have
what I was asking where I can get the Excel sheets in a clear way, because there is a video I watched in a YouTube.
Coach Mo, can you just send it to the group? Or send it to
on the group. The group you got the link from the Zoom link from. I'll drop it on the group so you can get access to the link to the sheets. Just check the group to get access to it.
Okay.
I'll send it right away.
Okay.
Send him the video that explains how to use the sheet. That one or 1.5 hour video that we did.
All right, I will.
Okay.
So that's it. Let me
you.
just go to the chat and respond to questions. I can see a lot of questions there. Somebody say my question is this linked to my question is this linked to ROIQ? I don't understand your question, King Lamine. I don't understand what you say. What you're saying there. The other one say, what's the YouTube channel? I want to follow the rest of the presentation. Coach Mo, you can drop the YouTube channel. Okay, I can see it. Coach Mo, you dropped it. Please drop for me too. Okay. When you are in floating loss on a certain coin, can you trade on another coin and still be safe? Of course, if you're in a floating loss of a coin, you can just give that coin and trade another one. But one of the things you can do on that coin that is on floating loss, remember, floating loss is not a real loss. Yeah, it's not a real loss. It is just telling you that when you are seeing minus 50 or minus 30 or minus 20, it's just telling you that at that point in time, if you manually sell, that's what you are going to lose. But the robot can never sell. I repeat, can never sell at a loss. Can the same magic setting be used to trade SRP or light? Of course, you can use that setting for any coin on the ROIQ, 79 coins for now. We have 79 coins for now on ROIQ. You can use it to trade any other coin. But I think you can trade, yeah, you can use it to trade any other coin. But we have 24 or 25 magic coins that are very volatile that you can use it on also. The take profit after analyzing for one shot is it for 25% or 50% of your capital? No, Magic 5 is, when I say 50%, it means that once the coin picks, if you're using Magic 5, once it picks the first call to the fourth call, 50% of your capital is already on the coin. Once it picks the first call to the fourth call, you can go and check it out. 50% of your capital is already on the coin, which is why when you are using it to shoot one shot, even if you take 3%, you're going to be 3% or 50% if it picks the first up to the fourth call. Now, if you're using Magic 3, if it picks the first call, 25% of your capital is already on the coin. So there's no point you killing yourself that you must take 5% or 10%. Once you have 25% of your coin, that's still, if you're taking 3%, that's 3% of 25% if you're using Magic 3. Same goes for Magic 1. So that's it. Secondly, the Magic, I think I've answered your question, King Victor. You say yeah, okay, now. Please drop, it says, secondly, the Magic 1 to 8, are they specified for the capital as seen on the top? Of course, it's there, just check it. The capital you can use for each of the Magic is stated there. Please drop for me the whole volatile coins. You said they are 24, 25. Coach Mo can drop it on the group. Can you please do Acro, the last one? Of course, I will analyze Acro and show you guys what we're saying on Acro. If you have money, go enter Acro and enjoy yourself. Okay, so can you please do Acro, the last one? Okay, Queen, I think it's Queen Aminata. Oh, okay. Wow. Queen Aminata said she's saying they are joking with crypto. Even coach, is there a record for today's training? Of course, there is. There is. Please explain to us more on after measuring your take profit. How will you insert it on your strategy? Let's say you were using it does for you to, once you have saved the setting on your ROIQ, once you have measured the take profit, just go and check who position take profit. And that's where you put the take profit you measure on the chart. Who position take profit. Now, an uptrend for trade that has gone above the zero line and pumping, if a candle has closed above the 23.6% line, but another is yet to touch the 38.2, can one enter? As long as it has closed above it, if it is an uptrend and it has closed the 23.6, which is the major resistance, once it closes up, even if it comes down, no problem. We remain patient and wait for your take profit. It will definitely deliver. I will show you guys on Acro and Ant. I think I dropped that chart to Coach Mo. Coach Mo, I think I sent you the Ant chart on your group, on your WhatsApp.
Yes, you did. I saw it.
And after 8 days, it delivered.
After 8 days, it delivered 13 exactly.
So I will show you guys at the end of this call. On the time frame, does the time of doing the analysis impact on the trade? For instance, on a 4-hour time frame, is there any significant difference if analysis is done? It depends on you. Some people trade on 30 minutes, some people trade on 15 minutes. It depends on you, but we trade 1 hour, 4 hour, and 1 day, any time frame you use. But just know that if you're trading on 4 hours, it will take some time. It take a while for you to sell. You can even you can sell immediately depending on what's happening on the market. It depends on which. If you're using 1 hour, it's better than 4 hours. If you're using 4 hours, it's better than 1 day. If you're using 1 day, it's better than 1 week because of the fact that you stay longer, depending on how your patient is, which is why We don't show you guys to take, I want to take 30 or 40%. Some people that you see 300%, they have waited for a long time. It's not as if it happened today. It's not a Ponzi scheme where you just put, today, within 1 hour, you take 300%. No. If you remain patient, that's what you do. That accurate you're seeing, that shot that dropped on the group, if you remain patient enough, you will see hit that target again. So well done, coach. I read of Dr. Money taking off 300% profit on Akro and with on no circle. Does it mean one has to use 300 margin calls to take profit of? No. This 300%, the coin can do 300%, but if you are using magic, any of the magic that has 150 margin calls or 50 margin, anyone that has plenty margin calls, either magic 2, 3, 4, or 5, anyone you use magic 2, 5, 7, 8, or 4, if it can do 300%, it means that it can keep selling, buying, selling. Your coin is already on circle. You don't need to worry about it. Man, she is just saying that coin can do 300%. It all depends on what are you looking for. Somebody can say, okay, my coin has finished buying the 150 margin calls. I can switch it back to whole warehouse mode, telling the robot to sell everything at once. I don't want you to sell the margin calls. I want you to sell everything at once. Some people can do that and say, I remain patient. If I'm in a floating loss of minus 30 or minus 40, and I know that it can do 300%, I can decide to say, okay, I want to take 150%. So 150% plus my floating loss of 40%. So that's, if you remove your floating loss of 40% from your 150%, you would have 110%. So I can want to take profit. I can put it on whole warehouse mode and tell the robot to sell every unit of as one and give me 110%. I can do that depending on you, or I will leave it like that because it's on circle. And I'll just kind of, if I want to put it on who else, I'll put it on one shot. Then it will sell off once, it get to that take profit. Or what I will do, I will just wait patiently for it to sell and leave it on circle. It will be buying and selling, or come back. It will be buying and selling. So that's it. You know, this guy say, good evening, coach. How do we check for news? You can check it on trading. You just go to news, you see it there. Thanks. My hand is okay. Can you please share a link to the channel to find the recorded train? Okay, Coach Mo will do that. Okay, I'm still looking for a question. You say two similar, I don't understand. Can you trade two similar coins on the same, two similar coins in the same exchange? The same exchange? No. You're only trading one now. You can't say you want to trade Acro 2 times. Yeah, except you want to trade them on different exchange. You're trading Acro on Royal Q and you want to trade Acro on another Royal Q. I don't understand what you're saying. You can't do that. I don't think you can't do that. Similar coin, same coin, trading into similar coin. No, that will not work. So, sir, do you mean that apart from the already existing open market trade on Acro, one can start a new Acro trade, meaning that will be no. You can't do that, except you want to trade Acro on another exchange, not on the same exchange. The guy that asked question is already trading Acro. Please, what do I do? My Acro has bought 2,600 plus, and my USD has finished, so it couldn't get 3,000. Will it still do that better since it could? I don't understand. If you're using $3,000 trading setting, if you not see that it will stop at 2,600, except if you have gone to touch the money in your trade, in your exchange. As long as the money is there and you have used the settings, you will definitely pick. You have definitely pick the money. Wow, that's amazing information. Can you use $500 capital? $500 capital on Circle, 525 Magic 2 will work for you, King Joseph. If you have $500 capital, it will work for you. Use Magic 2 to trade. Okay, can we see how to set the trading view on the YouTube? Yes, Coach Mo will share it. Go check it out. I think I've answered the question. We don't have any other question in Coach Mo. Do we?
No, we don't for now.
Okay.
I think we have two other persons, or let me confirm, raising up their hands. Yeah, we have two other persons raising up their hands. Can I proceed?
Yeah, you can proceed.
All right, mathematics. Okay, if you can hear me, you can speak up or mute yourself.
Okay, so good evening. This is my first time. Can you hear me, sir?
Loud and clear. You're welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is my first time. I tried to go through the video, but I was just opportune to watch only one or two. Now I decided to come on the meeting tonight so that I can learn more. This is fantastic, but I want to request. This thing is new, and I'm kind confused. So I need a mentor that will put me through. I sincerely want to start, and I don't know. So if there's a group that I will be able to, to learn all these things. So please, kindly add me to the group so that I can learn. Then another question I want to ask is this: the coin that let's take for example now. Maybe I'm trading on Rqtmi on maybe APP/USDT. Can I trade that coin on another exchange using
That's what I'm saying. You can.
Rqtmi method?
Yes, you can use Rqtmi to bind.
Okay,
You can bind 5 exchange or 3 exchange, any exchange you want. You can trade the same coin you're trading on Binance and trade it on Huobi. You can do that.
Okay, thank you. Then, while you are explaining, you said you have 3 methods. You make use of stochastics. You make use of an auto Fibonacci. Then the third one, I couldn't see that one on the chart. I don't know.
Bollinger Band, you can get it on the YouTube channel. Bollinger Band, stochastic, and auto retracement. Those are the 3 indicators you can use. Check, you can see, you see. Those are the 3 indicators you can use that I'm using now to set up a trade, to pick a trade. And the 3 of them have to speak the same language.
Did you use the 3 on this presentation?
I used it, except if you came late.
No, I joined the class early. I couldn't see that. I only saw the
Okay,
stochastic.
you see it on Apple. I will analyze to Apple.
Okay. Then I want to. What about the group? Can you add me to the group, sir?
Which group? You already the group that you are in, and that's where you got the link. As long as you are in that group, you keep getting the link for this Zoom. Except if you don't have a mentor, go and search for a mentor. Go to the mentor icon and search for mentor. And
okay, on that group. On that group.
Oh, on your Rqtmi, you have mentor. You have home. Tap on mentor. You will see list of mentors, mentees. Sorry, people that can mentor you on Rqtmi. You see them. You go and look for anybody you think you like the person, and make the person your mentor. Then try the person that you have made him your mentor. Then from there, you and him can relate. If you go to home, tap on mentor, search for people there. You see them there.
Okay, you mean on WhatsApp group, right?
On your Rqtmi app.
No, I didn't have. I'm using.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Once you open your Rqtmi, tap on home, then you will search for mentor. Tap on mentor on the home icon. Once you tap on mentor, you will see list of people there. You see Dr. Money, you see Coach Mo, you see me there, you see Julius Kambanda, you see Coach Musa, you see, in fact, you see a lot of people there. You see, I think OBM is also there, or you will see people, a lot of people there. It's all depends on you. Anybody you like, chat him up. Then from there, he'll hold your hands and show you what you're supposed to do.
Okay. Then I'm sorry. I want to ask the last question. Maybe for me now that I'm yet to understand how to make use of indicators to analyze. I understand the fact that you explained the other time that I should wait for maybe when it is 5% before I pick up the trade. I don't know if we have people that understand the chart. I don't know if there's a group whereby they will drop a signal, at least for the start. You understand? As for me now,
The group
before I
where
can
you
start
pick this
now,
signal, the group where you pick this link for,
yes, sir.
the group where you got this link for this Zoom session, signals
Yes,
are
sir.
posted there. The reason why signals are not posted every single day is because we don't want people to overtrade. That is one. Number two, you can trade on your own without analyzing any coin, without downloading any indicator, without loading any indicator. Load all the coins on your chart. Any one time you show -5, pick it and take your 3%. It's not mandated that you must understand chart. But if you understand chart, it's an extra, it's a plus. And this thing is not something you can just take in one single day. It depends on you. Some people can do that. It depends on your brain. But as long as you keep attending our meeting, you will definitely learn it, understand it.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Lastly, can this learning can I apply to like forest? I know something's called forest. Can it apply to forest?
I don't do forex.
Okay.
We don't do forex. Have you activated your robot?
Are you sure you are a member? Are you a member yet?
Yeah, I said this is my first time, so I had someone
I mean,
mentioning
have you activated?
I'm about to do that. So because though I've registered,
That's why you're
I've
asking this question.
registered. Yes,
Confirm go and meet your sponsor. And your sponsor will tell you all these things we're telling you. Your sponsor will guide you.
Okay, okay.
But
He
even if
do
your
what?
sponsor is not available, go and get a mentor.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. So that's it. Let me just go straight to the acro, then we call it a day here. Coach Mo, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Now, this is acro on 1 hour, right? Now, this is what I'm saying. Why am I showing you guys this? I'll go straight to the 1 day and show you where we're looking at. If you want to trade acro, now this is acro. You can see that it is touching the buy region or the buy zone, and we have a 4.61% between 0 to 20, 4.61 between 0 and 20. Even though it's not pointing up, no problem. 2/3 have been met. That's for stochastic. Then you look at the auto Fibonacci, we have 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom. It's an uptrend telling you that the coin will go up, right? It's just retracing. That is uptrend. And you can see that if it's an uptrend, what do we say? You measure to what? It can go to the 23.6% line. And the major resistance is what? This area, which is this 20 EMA, this one, and as well as this one. Now, if a candle go and close above the 23.6% line, it will go and touch this line, retrace a bit before it go up again. I repeat, we need a candle to close above the 23.6% line, which is what I stated when I dropped the chart. Now, it needs to go up and close above this before it now go and touch this place, come down a bit before it now finally go up. Now, it all depends on your patience. If you're patient enough, it will definitely go and hit this. A very good example is, what are we saying? You see acro on 1 hour. It has closed above the 23.6% line. Watch this acro on 1 hour. You will find that it will go and touch this area. It will go from this place, even though you can see it's going down, no problem. It will go and touch this place and do 6.75%. But the question now is, because of the fact that we have a candle that has closed above the 23.68, see this candle. This candle has closed above the 23.6. You see it? This line, this one here. Now, even though you see it's coming down, no problem. Now, it all depends on you. Not everybody can have the patience to wait. If you don't have that patience to wait, what do? Take your 2.3 or 3% or 4% of paper and you're out. And you must not wait for 300%. Now, if you want to wait, except if you have the patience. If you have the patience, it's fine. Now, see what I was saying about Bollinger Band break. You can see that a candle has closed outside. See it from here. Look at it, as well outside. Even though it's coming down, no problem. It's coming down, right? You see it coming down, no problem. It will definitely come and close above the 2 standard deviation above the 20 EMA. Since this one has already been formed, it will go. This will cover for your margin cost. That's why you need margin cost. If you have entered around this place and the stochastic is well positioned, even if it's coming down, you still be making money. This green candle that you're seeing, you'll be making money. Anyway, you now go up and you get out of the trade if you're on one shot. That's it. For those that have that patience to wait, if you have the patience to wait, now look at Acro, it has satisfied all the conditions for you to pick the trade. If you go and check on the 1 week, you can see on the 1 week, what do we say? 50, between 50 and 0. You can see it's for 3.82. Fine, it's good to go. Enter your trade and enjoy yourself. Acro. That's why we say Acro can hit 308%. Now, if you go to Ant, this was a trade that we traded, although you not see it on that group. You can see Ant. Ant was a trade that came down on the 1 day. You see it? It came down on the 1 day. And a candle will now go up and close above the 23.6% line. As you can see now, it has gone to touch the 61.8% line. That's what we're saying. So thank you very much. We really appreciate your time. We appreciate your time and we appreciate that you paid attention. We meet in our next class Wednesday, 9 p.m. Coach Mo, over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Coach Salisu. You really done justice to this presentation tonight. So I believe everybody followed up to the end. But for those who maybe their network threw them out, don't worry about that because you get access to the recorded version on the YouTube channel. So if you're not following or subscribe to the channel, please do so because I have already dropped the link to subscribe and get access to all our recordings over there. All right, so thank you so much for your time, for staying to the end of this session, and I'll say peace over here. Good night. Bye, everyone.
Thank you very much, Coach Alisu and Coach Mo. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you very much. God bless you and Viva Royal Q.
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye. Thank you, Coach Mo.
Good night.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Coach Mo. Please, I quickly want to ask you a question. Can I?
Come to my DM. Come to my DM if you want to ask questions.
I don't have your number.
Check the group. Check the group. You get access to it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for today.